Ernie and Jesse present a video podcast.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Shereen Show, where boxed in badasses finally break out. I want to welcome you, and I want to let you know what we're going to be doing here. So, it's going to be about fulfillment and freedom, my two favorite F words. And to give us a little tidbit about fulfillment and freedom, we have not only a relationship and dating expert, Miss Marni Battista, who is the founder of datingwithdignity.com. Go check her out. But also a woman who is my personal business coach and has really honed in on my two favorite F words in a way that I admire like crazy.
For me, freedom and fulfillment comes from a strong place of self-love and a big vision of what freedom looks like.
Okay.
Where do I want freedom in my life? What really truly fulfills me? And then paying it forward to all the people that I work with, or I'm doing business coaching, or whether I'm doing dating and relationship coaching.
And let me tell you, she's an awesome coach. What were you doing before you started doing this?
Oh, okay. So I got divorced. I had stopped working. I was a mom of 3 kids.
Okay.
And when I was little, I always wanted to be a teacher. So I went back to school. I got my master's. I got a job teaching.
Okay.
And I was sitting during recess countless days watching those kids frolic. And I went from being like, "Aw," to like, oh my God. I was a total boxed in badass.
Were you?
I was, because I had all these great ideas at the school about like doing innovative things and like advance and taking it to a different level. And my boss was like, "We can't do that. That's too big. You'll make everyone else look bad."
Yeah.
I was a boxed in badass and I couldn't be big. And so, you know, be careful of what you wish for. I had this dream of like, if I could only get paid to write and not have to do this job. And I manifested something that turned out to be awesome, but was horrible in the moment, is I got fired.
That happens a lot.
I know, I got fired totally unethically. So for my hush money, I got severance.
Okay.
So I got paid for like a year while I was figuring out what I wanted to do. And that's when I had the build a platform, not a write a book moment.
That is so juicy. So you had a year to kind of figure it out, but you knew.
I knew, and when I was working with my coach to help me figure out what I was meant to do in the world, I really did get the sense of like being a boxed in badass.
Yeah.
Because I felt like, and I was made to feel like I was a rebel. Like while I was at work. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I remember my coach asked me this question, so you guys might want to answer this for yourself. What would it look like to be big in your career? And I wrote this vision of what it would look like to be big, and now I'm living that. And so,
and she is big, people, let me tell you. Okay, guess what? So she's on the Shereen Show right now, but later tonight, no big deal, she's doing Loveline with Dr. Drew. I mean, I just wanted to put myself on par with Dr. Drew for a second, because I'm obsessed.
It's my media tour for today.
Yes,
Shereen
exactly.
TV and Dr. Drew and Psycho Mike.
I love it.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that. This is my warm-up.
Yeah, no, it's good. And honestly, what a juicy story. And one of the things I'm loving about your story is the point at which you got fired, while it seemed horrible in the moment.
Right.
I want you guys to remember this for your own lives.
Yep.
Seemed horrible in the moment.
Yep.
And it ended up being
the best, worst thing that ever happened to you.
Yes, totally. Because it really opened up, what it sounds like, is it really opened up a moment for you where you're like, okay, even though this really sucked and it was totally unfair and lame, I now have a year to create something that I want, you know, that I've been thinking about. And holy crap, this woman is so successful in her business. A last little tidbit for the viewers, what is something they can do?
This year was probably, I've done this every year, but this year even to the next level. I really got clear last December. What is it that I want to create for myself in this year? And I came up with my critical musts.
I love it.
And I have avoided what I call bright shiny object syndrome, where you're like, I want to do that. That looks cool, because I had a plan. You can't just hope that your life unfolds, and that you really need to have a vision.
Yeah.
And you know, I have lots of coaches and people in my life that help me,
too.
and you do, right?
Yes.
And it's not, yes, it's a luxury, but it's a pretty damn close thing to a necessity.
Yeah.
So I would say get clear on what you want, and then take action and ask help and get accountability.
Love that.